Hey, what's up guys, I'm Joe, and this is a Cedar board-on-board privacy fence. All right, so as I said, this is a Cedar board-on-board, which we can talk about what that means, see if you can guess. But in this particular neighborhood, they have approved about 3 different fence styles, and you can see, so the board-on-board refers to the picket orientation, and you see the privacy that this gives. So there's some overlap there with those pickets, so even if these dry up a little bit, you're gonna get complete privacy with this. And then also just with the spacing and the texture, it just gives it a really nice look, a little bit of depth and texture there. So when we put these in, what that looks like is we essentially are going in 2 different layers. So we put this first layer of pickets and we space it accordingly to have a little bit of overlap, about 1 inch on each side, to where when we put that top picket, it overlaps and covers everything and then gives us this board-on-board look. Man, the cedar is just gorgeous, and I know you can't smell it on the camera, but it just smells amazing. Beautiful, naturally resistant to bugs and decay, and much less likely to warp and bow like a pine can, because it's got a way lower moisture content in it. So it is a natural product, so any kind of natural product is going to have grains and knots and can still move, but much less likely to bow and pull like a pine would. This is a cap style as well. This is actually a 2x6 cap. So when you've got a normal picket with a cap and trim where it's not overlapped, you typically use just a 2x4 on the top. But here, since we've got some extra depth with the 2 pickets plus the trim, if you try to put a 2x4 on top of this, it's not going to cover as well, or just doesn't give a very good reveal on the front. So we usually bump up to a 2x6 cap whenever we're doing a board-on-board with the cap and trim. All right, so this is a Cedar box post, and it's really all for show. It's heartless. It's hollow inside. But now what we do here is we use a Cedar 1x8, and we make a box here just to give some proportion and to give a statement piece for these corners. You can see this back line has a middle box post put in there. A box built out of 1x8s, and then we've got some trim and a cap. That's the most popular cap design, kind of a 45 mitered cut and kind of cascading. You can change it up. You can do some different cap designs if you're trying to go for something else, but that's the most common with the cap on the box post. And they make great transition pieces. It's a good thing to break up, like say a cap and trim fence here, and then like a dog ear semi-privacy or steel or something. All right, so we talked about the privacy of the board-on-board, and that is of the utmost importance here because they've got an awesome pool back here. So this fence provides both privacy and safety for the pool, and is a great option for containing and creating just a nice usable space in the backyard and for the pool area. They needed to go ahead and get the fence up before they put the water in the pool for liability's sake and safety, but they were still needing to get in and out of here, and you can see they're still doing some landscaping work. So we did a double gate here in order to allow them to get materials and equipment and stuff through here. You can see this is a 9'8", so 9 feet 8 inches inside to inside, and that's pretty typical. About a 9.5 foot gate for a wood double gate, but can allow you to get some equipment and potentially even a truck or trailer through an opening like this. Walk gate over here just to come around from the driveway and access pool pump stuff, and then another walk gate on the other side just in case they needed to go around the yard. They've got the finish side or the picket side facing out. But you can see even with the board on board, the texture still looks nice from the inside. Hey, thanks for checking out this Cedar board on board privacy fence with us. I hope that was helpful. Make sure and like this video, it helps out a ton, and subscribe to the channel for more fences just like this.